The Alberta Birds of Prey Centre is located in Coaldale, just 10 minutes east of Lethbridge here in southern Alberta, and we are the only wildlife rescue facility that serves the entire province here south of Calgary. Well, the main role of our facility, there's three different pillars for our work. One is wildlife rescue and release. The second one is environmental learning, and the third one is habitat and species conservation.
We initially made a contribution to the Birds of Prey Foundation after we realized that one of our field administrators had volunteered her time here. After the first contribution, we learned a lot more about the organization. They operate in the same areas that we do, and they really help with a lot of species at risk. It was a very good fit to make a contribution to this particular organization.
So Tamarack operators are out and about in the field a lot, and so I think it's important to be supportive of organizations that help support nature.
What we specialize with here are hawks, falcons, eagles, and owls.
So this fur-winged owl is about 8 weeks old.
He was hatched here in captivity from parents that were injured and non-releasable. And what's really interesting and cool about our facility is the fact that every visitor who comes through can have an interactive experience like this.
So that's what Oreo is going to be doing here. He's going to be a little bit of an ambassador for his species, so people can learn a little bit more about snowy owls and be able to see one, because a lot of people don't get the chance to see a snowy owl, especially this close.
What we're going to be releasing this afternoon are 2 great horned owls and 2 Swainson's hawks that are ready to go back to the wild. These have been ones that have been mostly hit by cars, found along roadsides here in southern Alberta. Some were just found starving. You can just hold them just like this, just one hand.
Okay.
And maybe with... yeah, so all of our work is done on a volunteer basis, so we don't receive any government operating subsidies to keep the doors open or to care for these birds and release them back to the wild. So Tamarack's corporate investment and sponsorship of our facility, very, very appreciative and meaningful, and it really helps us immensely looking after these birds in captivity and releasing them back to the wild.
Work for Tamarack, and I've been working in this area for a long time, so I definitely appreciate the wildlife that's around here as well.
This feels great. It's the end to a perfect day.
Being from southern Alberta myself, it feels very good to donate to some of these organizations that have been around our whole lives, that we've always known about, and now being in a position to be able to give back is very meaningful.